What time? What time?
Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your
I'm
home.
taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
And
night.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
but look, it's
All
gonna
right.
be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
There are just 2 months left until Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez meet in what could be their biggest fight and face-off yet, and everything already feels chaotic. Leaked footage has revealed drug testing disputes, talk of a smaller ring, and even one fighter pulling wheelies during training sessions. This matchup could spiral into a complete war before the opening bell ever sounds. The scale of this bout is shocking, not only from a height perspective but also when you look at the hard numbers. Rumors suggest the total purse for the event could reach an enormous $200 million, with Canelo reportedly taking an unbelievable $150 million share. That's right. The Mexican superstar is said to be collecting nearly 3/4 of the entire payout. Meanwhile, Crawford, the unbeaten two-division undisputed champion, surprised many listeners during a podcast appearance when he casually stated, "I got $10 million for that fight."
I don't know what number makes sense for you. What's fair?
I got $10 million for that fight.
That's a lie.
How you know that's a lie?
To fight Canelo?
Yeah.
That's a lie.
I'm doing it for the opportunity, baby.
Yeah, that's
The
good.
legacy.
And he was stunned. Was he minimizing the payday? Was he joking around? It seems not. Crawford stood firm, emphasizing that legacy means more to him than money. The build-up to this fight promises just as much chaos as the bout itself. A 3-stop global promotional tour is already set, starting June 20th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, before moving on to New York and Las Vegas. And if the early buzz is accurate, the tour will involve far more than microphones and flashing cameras. Terence Crawford's showdown with Canelo Alvarez, a fighter who has competed at super middleweight since 2018 and even ventured into light heavyweight, will be demanding not only inside the ring but also within the political landscape surrounding the matchup. Despite all of that, Crawford accepted the challenge without a rehydration clause in the agreement, something most fighters insist on to avoid extreme overnight size advantages.
I don't believe it.
3-time undisputed. Ooh, wait, coming soon.
That's when you retire because basically there's nothing you could do after that. If you were able to get 3-time undisputed,
Come on.
3 different weight classes, there's nothing you can accomplish after that, right?
Crawford's hand speed still appears intact and his technique remains incredibly sharp, but online arguments have exploded. Some believe he looks more powerful than ever, while others fear he has lost a step, slowed by added muscle and the effects of age. The pressure is massive, yet not everyone is convinced his body is prepared for this challenge. Recent workout footage shows Crawford looking visibly thicker, attempting to add the size necessary to match Canelo's naturally bigger build. To take place inside an 18-foot ring, 4 feet smaller than the traditional 20x20 championship rings used in major bouts for decades. On paper it may sound minor, but in boxing it changes everything. The decision sparked immediate backlash, with critics calling it a movement restriction. Smaller rings limit space, reduce escape options, and force more exchanges. For pressure fighters like Canelo, who cut angles and punish opponents up close, it is a clear advantage. For slick movers like Terence Crawford, who depend on rhythm, timing, and angles, it could be a trap. Veteran observers quickly noted that no legends, not Muhammad Ali, not Floyd Mayweather, not Roy Jones Jr., ever fought a title bout in rings this small. The 20x20 standard was not just tradition, it was designed to balance offense and defense fairly. The involvement of Turki Al-Sheikh, head of Saudi Arabia's entertainment authority and a key figure in venue selection and promotion, has raised more questions. While there is no direct favoritism claimed, critics argue the ring choice does not favor Crawford, especially combined with no rehydration clause, a major size disadvantage, and loud expectations of a toe-to-toe war. Interview 5, On June 14th, Terence Crawford confidently posted an image showing VA testing representatives entering his training camp, which was located close nearby.
3, 2, 3, 2, double 1, that's a shot. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2,
To be precise, Canelo has not failed a drug test since 2018, and he continues to be a licensed, active, and widely respected fighter. Still, in a sport founded on trust, where legacy is defined not only by victories but by integrity, the absence of visible testing updates becomes part of the storyline. Crawford has faced that scrutiny directly. Canelo, up to this point, has offered no public response, and fans, particularly across social media, are beginning to ask more loudly whether he is being tested.
Alvarez-Crawford showdown just got spicier. No rehydration clause, that's huge. Alvarez could be packing an extra 20 pounds of power on fight night. But here's the million-dollar question. Will it matter against Crawford's supreme skills?
I slapped Steven so hard. Yeah, that look real. They here to test me for steroids.
Let's go. 1, 2. Damn, man. Let's go. 1, 2. Damn, man.
Despite ongoing demands for transparency, Canelo Alvarez's camp has still not shared any VA testing footage or released a public statement indicating that testing is underway. The signal was obvious, but suggested there was nothing to conceal.
Yeah, it's shocking. It's just shocking. I can't really comment on it, but yeah, it's pretty shocking. My perspective is, who's their trainer? I mean, if there's 4 fighters who are testing positive for whatever drug, well, who's the trainer?
Bomac McIntyre, Crawford's longtime manager, has never been known for softening his words, and this matchup is no different. Speaking with Ring Magazine, Bomac dismissed the idea of negotiating weight safeguards, stating, "We don't care about that. You can only get so big. If you get too big, that's on him." In simple terms, Crawford wants no favors and certainly no excuses. And Bomac is not alone in that thinking. Crawford's entire team has embraced this bout with a unified mindset. No limits, no alibis, just pure skill against pure skill. Still, it is impossible to overlook that Bud is stepping into the most politically loaded ring of his career. He is not only facing Canelo. He is confronting a size disadvantage, a reduced ring, an unfriendly promotional environment, a judging culture that often rewards aggression in tight contests, and potentially questions surrounding anti-doping transparency. It is the type of uphill battle that would deter most fighters. Yet that is precisely what fuels Crawford. For him, this moment goes beyond a single fight. It is a takeover. A declaration to the sport, to promoters, and to fans who believe slick, intelligent boxing has no place on the grandest stage. And if the build-up alone is already this intense, imagine what happens when they meet again inside an 18x18 pressure chamber with the entire world watching.
That's some weak shit. Oh, you can't come in this much and shit. I'll make get the fuck out of here. It's boxing. You got on the scale, I made the weight, regardless when I come back, ass. Hey, you accepted the fight, let's get in there and fight like men.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't look different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You're gonna see.
We'll
you know
see.
it.
We'll see. We'll
We're
see.
gonna
Son.
see.
Canelo versus Crawford collision is drawing nearer, and a deeper, uneasy storyline has resurfaced. One that has lived inside boxing for decades but is rarely confronted in mainstream discussion. This time, it is being openly challenged by fighters, fans, and analysts alike. For years, elite boxers such as Floyd Mayweather Jr., Terence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, and Devin Haney have been branded as runners, a dismissive label aimed at fighters who rely on movement, defense, and tactical intelligence to outthink opponents. Yet when similar skills are displayed by fighters like Lomachenko, Alexander Usyk, or Tyson Fury, they are praised as masterminds, chess players, or even compared to the Matrix. That contrast has not gone unnoticed. Crawford recently addressed it directly, stating, "You don't like me moving because I make your favorite fighters miss." It was not a casual remark but a pointed response to what many believe is a long-standing double standard in how black fighters are viewed compared to their non-black counterparts. Now, with an 18x18 ring, the smallest used in a modern championship fight, many fans believe this is no accident. They see it as an effort to neutralize slick technicians, a subtle push toward forced exchanges by restricting space for fighters who depend on footwork and angles. To be clear, movement in boxing is not avoidance, it is mastery. Muhammad Ali used it. Sugar Ray Leonard used it. Floyd perfected it. Terence Crawford has carried it into the modern era. Slipping punches, switching stances, setting traps mid-combination. That is not running, that is brilliance. But when the ring shrinks, nuance risks being erased, and the expectation becomes to stand and trade or be labeled dull. That pressure, especially when mixed with racial undertones, creates an environment where fighters are judged not by effectiveness but by style. In boxing, as in life, perception shapes reality, and in this matchup,
MVP for the champ, baby.
Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Ooh-wee. I had to work for this one. MVP, baby. MVP. Came out here, had to hoop him up, man.
prevent things from getting out of hand. That same tension will follow Crawford into Riyadh on June 20th, face-to-face with a man many fans feel has been granted every advantage. If Canelo even unintentionally downplays Crawford's legacy, questions his standing, or makes remarks about money or influence, tempers could flare. This would not be the first time a press tour has grown physical. Think back to Mayweather vs. Ortiz, Tyson vs. Lewis, or Casimir vs. Hay. Face-offs mix performance with strategy, but when genuine animosity simmers, promoters cannot predict what comes next. Add the smaller ring, the close quarters, and the high cultural and financial stakes, and the encounter becomes less a photo opportunity and more a lit fuse. With just 2 months remaining, the intensity surrounding Canelo Alvarez vs. Terence Crawford has grown beyond sport. This is no longer simply a championship contest. It is a clash of styles, egos, traditions, and unresolved tensions finally coming to the surface. One man fights for legacy and history, the other for control, pride, and a record-breaking payday, yet both enter a ring too confined for their goals to coexist peacefully. The pressing question now looms, will fists fly before the opening bell? The world will find out when Crawford and Canelo meet nose-to-nose in Riyadh on June 20th. Share your thoughts and comments. I know Turkey is backing you, but I better watch closely. Look, it is going to be extremely challenging. He will be furious that day. Believe me, I see you. I see you. Understand, I am different. I see you too. I am unlike any of the others. I see you. Alright, everyone. For the latest boxing news, highlights, events, and action, subscribe to Knockout Updates and turn on notifications to never miss premium content. Also, check out our other videos. Until next time.